Again.
Courtney and Lorin back with the Down with Dogs podcast. Yes, we're back.
We are.
Whew, my gosh, it's been a long week without you. I don't know why.
It's just one of those weeks.
I don't know what it is. Lorin comes over so we can do the podcast and talk about dogs. But then when she's not here, I'm like, I actually feel healthy and smart.
Well, that's just mean.
Here, cheers. I can't wait to talk about today's episode.
Cheers.
Boom. It's all about doggy birthdays. This is a cheers to Charlie.
My little Charleston McChew.
Mm-hmm. And Charlie is 11.
Charlie is 10.
Charlie is 10. Anyway, so over the years, we've thrown birthday parties. And it's funny because every time one of our dogs, and I only have one, but she's got like 10. But every time we have a birthday party, there's only 2 people that show up, and it's me and Lorin.
Well, my mom comes, but she just comes at a different time than you do.
Your mom likes to show up at these doggy birthday parties early before anybody else and get her love in, and then she's out. And then it's me and you drinking with your 10 dogs and my 1 dog, and we have birthday cake and the whole deal. But we are celebrating Charlie's 10th birthday.
Yep.
How did it go? Like, because I know your mom showed up at the crack.
Yeah. So my mother, being the best fur grandmother on the planet, loves to shower the dogs.
She does.
With treats and love and everything and anything she can. So she always goes and gets from either Leaps and Bones. Hello, ladies at Leaps and Bones.
By the way, we have no sponsors. So what's up? Anybody want to sponsor us? Yeah.
Who, by the way, Leaps and Bones is amazing, and they do a great job with their treats, and they're such wonderful people. So my mom will go and get a cake from them, and she'll bring it over. And every year I tell her, I appreciate the cake, but we got to, go slow with it because the dogs go nuts because the food and the cakes and the treats at Leaps and Bones are so good. They just go nuts.
And your mother leaves and the dogs have diarrhea. And then she calls me because I'm the dog diarrhea queen.
You are. So my mom comes rolling into the house and she's got the cake. And I'm like, okay, Mom, just remember, we can't just put it down for Charlie because Gracie and Ollie are going to want it too. So what do you think my mom did?
Puts it down.
She put it right down.
Linda Lou, you're in trouble once again. She's in trouble every podcast. But okay. So you tell her don't put it down. So Linda Lou comes in all like Mary Poppins with her cake.
Yeah.
She puts it down.
Yeah.
And what happens?
It's like an MMA fight. I'm trying to get the cake out from the center of these 3 tiny Tasmanian devils. And so I finally was able to get the cake away from them without being bitten, which is unusual because usually they bite me.
And when dogs are fighting, you should never stick your hand in the mix anyway, but okay.
I know, but it was an MMA fight.
They're little. You could just...
they were either going to kill each other.
You could give them a little...
No. And then everyone's like, just put the cake back down. I'm like, I'm not putting the cake back down. We're going to cut it up and we're going to give them little bits and pieces because you didn't do it the right way.
Okay.
So once again, whose fault is it?
Linda Lou.
Linda Lou's fault. She just, no matter what I tell her, no matter what I say.
Listen, can we do something with your mother, Linda? Like have a jar, and every time she does something Linda Lou-ish, she has to put money in it?
Yes.
Okay. Because last week, Ollie peed in the house because your mother called you early.
Yes. And the week before that, was that the week that she let him get out of the house?
I'm sure. She let one of them escape.
So she's always doing something.
So
and the dog bite. The dog bite on my arm was her as well.
So the dog's birthday parties. So you're big on the cakes and the treats and like spending time with them?
Yes.
Okay.
You bring over, I have hats.
I know.
You did
Party
that.
Hats.
We did. We have hats and you did the...
I will tell you, the bark shootery.
That's what it's called.
Bark shootery board and that's a big thing right now. So like a charcuterie board for people where it's like cheese and crackers. You get a giant board and you put all your dog's favorite treats and bacon and snacks on. Of course, Jack can't eat anything, so I was limited this year.
Jack has a grain of rice on his bark charcuterie board.
Exactly. I know. I think we went to, for Jack's birthday last year, we went, because he was turning 10 last year, we went to Leaps and Bones, and I got tons of stuff for a charcuterie board, and I made him sit in front of it, and I told him it was just a photo shoot. Don't touch it.
Don't eat any of it.
I don't need your ass to explode.
No, you do not.
So, but anyway, I love a charcuterie board. And then one year I had a birthday party for Jack, and you came over with your 2 pups at the time, which was just Charlie and Gracie. And I did little gift bags for all the dogs, like a dog bag. You know, like you at a restaurant when you take home a doggy bag?
Yeah.
Everybody got to go home with a doggy bag.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. Throw your dog a party.
I think you should. So if you think about it, most people only have their dogs with them for averaging about 15 years. Again, that's a guesstimate. Don't quote me on it. Don't Google me. I'm guessing.
She is wishful thinking 15, but okay.
Yeah. So why not celebrate them at every turn?
Yes.
Like, you shouldn't just be like, oh, they've been with me for a year. Yay. No, it should be every single year.
I do have friends, and I know it's shocking that I have more friends than you.
It's such a jerk.
And that you have other friends aside from me. But my friends, they have no idea when their dog's, like, I don't know when my dog's birthday. How do you not know? How do you, as a paw parent, not know when your dog's birthday is? Like, I find that to be strange.
I not only know when my dog's birthdays are.
You know their sign?
I know their rebirthdays, the day that I brought them home.
Okay, yeah.
So I celebrate that too.
I love that. And then it's like freaks me out. Like, I have friends and I'm like, you know, Jack can't eat anything. What do you feed your dog? They're like, I don't know. It's just this blue bag at like Stop and Shop. Like, how do you not know what you even feed your dog? Do you not know what you feed your dog?
No, I know what I feed my dog. No, I know my dog's meds. I do. I think there's levels of pet parenting.
And we are epic pet parents.
They're like, we're like the crazy pet parents.
Yeah.
But I do know somebody that I unfortunately knew.
Okay. Yeah.
Had rescued with no dog experience a pit. So then because she has no experience with the dog, does not bring a trainer in, does not know this dog's history background because it's a rescue.
You don't know what you're getting.
The pit got aggressive.
Oh, okay.
And she got rid of it.
Okay.
So that's that kind of pet parent. And then she got another dog, and I am not friends with this person. I just have to say that disclaimer. And she decided that she wanted to get a therapy dog.
All right, a therapy one that was already certified, or
No.
she wanted a dog she could train to be a therapy dog, but yet she couldn't figure out her pit.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense.
Perfect sense. And I was like talking to her about my dogs who sleep in my bed, go on the furniture. Like, Ollie is literally climbing the patio furniture. He's on the table, not in the house, in the patio.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh yeah, my dog sleeps with me. She's like, oh no, my dog will never sleep with me. He's not allowed on the furniture. He's going to be a therapy dog. So I would guess that she doesn't know her dog's birthday.
But I will tell you, with a therapy dog, she might be on to something if she's done her research, because they cannot jump on anything. They cannot get on furniture. My dog who's not a therapy dog, spent a lot of time in a cancer ward in Hartford Hospital.
Yeah.
And the only reason I brought him in there, and they allowed me to, is because literally the dog is a genius. And he knows when somebody's not feeling well. Look at her. She's rolling her eyes. He's actually a smart dog. But I can only imagine if he were the type of dog that would jump on the furniture, jump on the bed where somebody's sick, or they're in hospice, or somebody's in a wheelchair. So I kind of get it. I don't know, because I haven't looked into it, but therapy dogs should not be jumping on anything.
Okay, but it wasn't that type of therapy dog.
What kind of therapy was she doing?
Working with children.
Okay, well, you can't jump on children.
No, I'm not saying that the dog should be jumping on children. Jeez. What I'm saying is, you also have to look at a dog and be like, it's a dog.
Right.
And so if you want a therapy dog and that's all you, like, I know plenty of people who have therapy dogs.
And they're still a part of the family.
And they're still a part of the family.
My dog's still a part of the family. He jumps on my bed, on my couch. I just know him as a really good dog. And if I tell him, no, don't get on that or jump on that
correct
elderly person in a wheelchair, he's not going to do it.
Right. And this is and again, I love therapy dogs. I think my Gracie could be a therapy dog because she's just so snuggly and loving and
she's
sweet.
a little lapper.
She's a little lap dog. I totally get it. But if you have a dog that you rescued that you couldn't manage and you couldn't manage their behaviors.
Let's call this bitch right now. What's her number? Let me call her.
No.
I would call her and I'd be like, girl, what you doing? Why are you getting a therapy dog? Get a hamster. Get a fish tank.
That's
You're
right.
better off with a fish tank.
And it was very self-serving because the whole thing.
I can't with self-serving people.
It was a self-serving situation.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for the dog because he's a big, like, snuggly little.
I can't do that. No.
And the dog is not listening because they don't know how to train their dogs. And I think you have to learn how to train your dogs. But I digress. We were talking about birthdays.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about dog birthdays? I don't know. Like a dog, like what's dog years? Is dog years 10 years to every human year?
Well, they used to say it was 7 to every human year, but I think that they've downgraded that.
I want to know how old if my dog's 10, how old is he in human years?
70.
Oh, so he's still kind of young.
Yeah.
All right. He's just starting that whole my hip might hurt, my back might hurt.
Kind of like his mom.
But well, thanks. My hip doesn't hurt, my back doesn't hurt. Not yet.
Didn't you just say that you booked a massage because your back was hurting?
I did. It was more my shoulders from carrying your ass around.
She's not carrying me anywhere. Don't listen to this one. If it came down to an MMA fight between she and
I don't know.
I am so scrappy and really freakishly strong.
I think Lorin would start to cry. And then you cry every day.
I don't cry every day.
Lorin would be so hurt. Like if I hit her, like she'd be like, oh, that's so aggressive. That is so aggressive. And then I think you would cry. I would black out. I'm just saying.
I was just going to say, if I punched you in the face, you'd be like.
No, I'm saying I would black out. If I was fighting somebody, I feel like I would black out.
How many fights have you ever been in?
0.
So that pretty much tells you everything.
That's true. That's true.
Do you want to ask?
Can we get back to birthdays?
Yes,
dog birthdays?
Let's go back to dog birthdays.
Off the rails. I've got nothing else to say except for Charlie's birthday.
Yes.
So it was fabulous.
It's always fabulous. I'm so excited that he's got another year with me. He's such a joy. The other day, last weekend, a friend of mine came over, and it was the first time. It's a new friendship, and it was the first time that she met the dogs. And oh my goodness, she was so good with them.
Okay, but aside from her,
and she's going to give you a run for your money because she wants Charlie.
But aside from her, how are the dogs with her? You know what I mean? Because like you could be a person be so great with dogs, but did the dogs all like respond good?
Charlie and Ollie responded wonderfully to her. Okay. Ollie was like, again, we go back to Ollie, like, it's only me he bites, and it's only me that he gives a hard time to. Gracie was a little apprehensive, which was unlike Gracie. That's not her norm.
Yeah, I always judge a person's character by how my dog reacts to them. You know what I mean? Like, he's barked at, the only person my dog has barked at is somebody you dated in the past. I am not going to say his name.
Please don't.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
Somebody I know. But anyway, my dog doesn't bark. He growled and barked. And I thought, okay, well, maybe that's odd. So I brought this person in that you briefly dated.
Who, by the way, she set me up with.
I did.
After her dog barked at him.
No.
She's like, Lorin, he's perfect for you.
Yeah, maybe it was after. You're right. I'm sorry about that. He turned out not to be right for you.
He turned out to not be right for anybody.
No. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, my dog does not growl or bark at anyone unless somebody's, you're normal, like somebody's walking in the neighborhood, on your lawn.
Yeah.
But this person was just at work, and I had my dog at work with me. And there's hundreds of people. I work with
I was thinking about somebody else. How
many people have you dated that my dog hasn't liked?
Well,
mouth it. Go like that and mouth the words. Who's that? I don't know that. What? No. Who's no?
Okay, so now I know who you're talking about.
The person I work with.
I know. Well, now I know.
Mouth his first name. So yes, yes. The first guy. No, I have no idea about that. But yeah,
she has no idea yet. She set me up with him.
I did, but
but you didn't have Jackson at that time.
And I thought he was a great guy. with a good job, good business, and good money. I did not know him like I knew the second guy. The second guy I shouldn't have set you up.
And there's my best friend.
Anyway, the second guy, I should have known better because my dog doesn't growl or bark at anybody. He growled and barked at this guy. All the guy was doing was walking down the hallway, and Jack went ballistic. And I thought, oh, that was weird. A couple of my coworkers like, that was weird. So the next time I brought the dog in, he did the same thing with this one person.
So then my best friend Courtney said, hey, I think you'd be a great match with this guy. Dogs seem to really love him.
So
meanwhile, I have 2 dogs. Didn't know any of this.
Meanwhile, this guy spent a lot of time at your house. So how did the dogs respond to him? I'm just curious because my dog did not respond to him well at all. It's the only person, my dog's almost 11, that he's ever barked or growled at.
I mean,
yours were fine with
They
him?
were fine,
Okay.
but they didn't really pay much attention to him either.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, I think dogs know energy and vibes from people. They can pick it up. If your dog, ladies, is growling at a dude or a guy you're on a date with, get rid of them.
Yeah, you can't be involved with men who don't like your dog or women who don't. I think about that Fresh Pet commercial where they're like, you have dog food in the refrigerator, and then they boot the person out because they're like, it's Fresh Pet. Like,
yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Okay. Would you, good question, Lorin, your 3 fur babies, you meet the quote, well, he couldn't be the man of your dreams, but let's just say the man of your dreams, but your dogs don't like him.
Too bad. Bye.
Dogs are the man.
The man.
Okay, I don't know. I just wanted to clarify.
I would never give up my babies for that.
I would never give up my dog for that.
No, it's not worth it. Not worth it.
I dated a guy once, and he told me he had allergies. Remember that guy?
Oh, I had that guy that had allergies too.
Yeah, like don't give me that crap. Take a pill.
Yeah.
Like you just don't like dogs.
Right.
Don't tell me you have allergies.
Right.
I can't come in your house. Well, then don't. Go to somebody else's house. I got rid of him, like never invited him in. One day, tell me you have dog allergies, you're out. I'm sorry. Yeah. Take a pill.
I think that a lot of times that's an excuse because when you're initially meeting someone and you're getting to know them, whether it's in person, on a dating app, wherever you're getting to know that person, if you have dogs, that's what you lead with. You're like, and I have 3 dogs and I have a dog and I love my dog and we go walking, we go for hikes and blah, blah, blah. So you lead with that. So if this person has a quote unquote allergy, man or woman, then that conversation ends right then and there. And that person should be like, I'm allergic. I can't be around you. Great. Bye.
Do me a favor. Can you grab your cell phone? Jackson, come here. Come and give me kisses. Come and give me a kiss.
What do you need for my cell phone?
I would like you to look up dating sites for dog lovers because I feel like we should go on a site and get ourselves some boyfriends. Come here, give me a kiss.
All right, let's see what I can find. Dating sites. Listen, I'm old. I type slow.
Yeah, I want to date somebody. Well, I first of all would like to date a veterinarian because my vet bills are out of control. So if I dated a guy that was a veterinarian, I think it would be a benefit for me and Jackson. So if you're a veterinarian and you're looking,
slide
into my DMs.
There is Date My Pet, Dig.
Well, I don't want that. What does that mean, Date My Pet? Is that like they're dating our pets, or is that is a dating site? Okay.
The leading dating website exclusively for pet lovers.
Oh, okay.
Fetch a Date.
Okay. There are some.
Tin Dog.
Oh my God.
Animal People Personals.
Oh my God.
Doggone Singles.
Okay.
Must Love Pets.
Yes, that's probably the one for us.
Paw Mates.
Okay.
And then the dating app for pet parents.
Okay, this is what we need to do, Lorin. We need to dedicate a full podcast to picking one of these sites and signing up for it. Let's do it. Do you know how many women are out here watching us? They're like,
why do you always go to women?
With their fur babies? Because I think guys are watching too, but I think there's a lot of women that are like, I would rather stay home with my dog any day than go anywhere. I'm not going to meet anybody sitting at home with my dog. We can all do it together.
I have a friend of mine who I've known for many, many years. We went to high school together, and he's got a dog. And he is a complete dog daddy. Like, he would rather stay home with his dog. So I think we need to not isolate men in this situation.
We're not isolating. I'm just saying we're all signing up together. Guys, you can sign up as well if you want. But I'm just saying we should just do this. I think we need to dedicate one podcast to picking at least one dating site for single dog lovers, male or female.
Okay.
We need to sign up, and then we will give you updates on YouTube how it's going.
Okay. I don't translate well via text or instant messaging or anything. Like, I'm like a dork and I say things that are like stupid. So somebody's going to have to manage my account for me because I can't. Nobody will ever respond to me. They're like, this girl's weird.
You're the one that you've been on all the sites.
I've not been on any dating sites.
Yes, you have. You were on a dating site. I was with you. You were down at Burton's. You were meeting some guy that you met on a dating site.
That is somebody else. That is not
that
me.
Was Tinder. Was that?
No, I was not. No,
Tinder. You were on something.
I was on it. I never met anybody.
Okay, but she was on a dating site. That's more than I've been. So give me one.
What do you mean? You were on Match.com. What are you talking about?
All right, Match.com when I was 20. I can't figure that.
It wasn't when you were 20. It wasn't even around when you were 20.
Well, 30.
So.
Well, listen, I haven't been on a dating site for 20 years.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. 20 years ago, I was on a dating site.
I was on Tinder for a hot second.
Okay. How was it?
Awful.
Oh.
It was awful.
Well, so you don't think these are going to be any better?
I don't translate. So when
all right, we're not going to do it then.
I'll do it. And here's what I'll do.
It would be fun to try.
It will be hilarious when you see the things that I say because I'm such a dope. So that's fine. We'll do it.
I think we should just try it. I think we should give it a shot. We'll pick one of you don't think they're dopes on Find My Furry Best Friend Finder?
I don't.
We're all going to be dopes. It's going to be perfect.
I will do it.
It's a website for people that like animals. I think it's going to be fine. I think you probably will translate better.
I don't think so.
I do. I think you're going to translate even better because you're such a good dog mom and you love animals. And somebody who's looking for the same thing as you. When we're on the regular dating sites, we don't know what they like or anything. At least you know they like dogs if you're on a dog site.
Unless they just like women or men who have dogs. Because they figure, well, they're super this and super that and have all these preconceived notions about people with dogs.
That's true. I mean, who knows? It was just a thought.
I'm totally down for it. Down for dogs, down for dating. Let's do it.
I think it would be funny and fun. And then we could just delete the app. We'll put it on one of our phones. We'll go in as one person.
Okay.
And then we'll just delete it.
But that's not fair either.
I know, but
I just said I would do it.
So I think we should do it. And it would be funny.
Can I ask everybody out in the world that's watching this to please comment on how we went from Charlie's birthday to Lorin getting on a dating app?
You know what? Because we were talking about dogs liking people. And my dog didn't like that last guy you dated. You know what? I think we need to bring my dog in to vet everybody. I think any guy we go on a date with, they have to meet Jack first. And if he growls at him, they're out. He's never growled at anybody. And he growled on that guy and he turned out to be a wacko.
And
right?
He growled at him twice and you're like, Lorin, this is the perfect guy for you.
I think you were already seeing him. I do.
No.
I don't know why he would growl at him. It was very strange.
Maybe he was jealous.
I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. But listen, let your dog pick your date. That's what I say. And if you're throwing a party for your dog, make sure your mother, Linda Lou, doesn't come over and drop a cake on the floor for them all to eat.
She also buys these really large treats.
And Lauren's dogs are tiny.
They're so little. And I'm like, I'm with a hammer and I'm trying to break them down into crumbles because she's like, just give it to him. She'll hand the whole.
So Charlie's birthday. Anything else about you have 3 dogs. Is there any other birthday parties you've thrown or things you can think of that you did?
Ollie's was his first birthday with us.
Yeah.
Which was his second birthday.
What did we do?
No, you didn't show up.
Okay. I don't remember what happened.
It was me and Linda Lou.
Oh, great. Great.
And she did bring these really large treats that were like so hard. And I had to smash them with a hammer and trying to break them down. Yeah. And I'm like, it was up to her.
Yeah.
She would give them all of the treats in the bag all at once.
Yeah.
And then I would be left dealing.
Well, that's what grandmas do. Whether it's like 4-legged or 2-legged, grandma or grandpa swoops in. They get your kids all jacked up on sugar and dog treats or whatever it is, and then they leave.
And they're like, bye.
See ya.
And we put that we put the little
birthday hat on him.
He
Yeah.
was so cute.
Yeah. He
So
looked
cute.
adorable in it.
He did. He's so cute. He is so cute. So
I think now with Jack's birthday, I really haven't done much. I did the bark shootery board last year for his 10th.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the past, I had parties and they would wear hats and we'd have like a kiddie pool with water. And remember one year I made like those watermelon ice cream treats for the dogs, and they would run and play and it's time for ice cream. But now he's like, I'm glad I'm alive. And I'm like, I'm glad you're alive too. Let's just hang out and watch Netflix. Like, like that's it. Like,
best birthday ever.
Yeah, I know. I don't think there's going to be much this year because he can't eat anything.
Yeah.
Right?
No, he can't.
You can't run and play with your dogs quite yet. So like,
I'm sure when I get home, Charlie is going to be ready to.
Yeah, dude, more celebrating. Like you gave him a little break.
I was going to say he was going to be ready to poop.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
He's got so much in his belly.
Your mother gave him a giant cake at like 7 a.m. Mom, can you just slow the roll?
Calm down with the cakes.
Can we just cut it in small pieces? The full piece. It's like a smash cake.
And the cake's like this big. Yeah. It's not like it's like this little tiny. So for Ollie's, I think it was for his gotcha day, I got him one of the little cupcakes from Leaps and Bones. Hi, Leaps and Bones.
Again, we don't have a sponsor.
And I got him one of the little ones, and it's like the bacon maple cupcake.
Oh, those. Yes. I sampled one of those from them.
Did you?
It's actually delicious. All of their like cupcakes and their treats and stuff at Leaps and Bones are like it's human grade. Like you can eat it.
Yes. There's nothing in them that is, and there's no preservatives. There's no anything.
If you're going to eat it as a person, I would just put a crack of salt on it because it's.
What wouldn't you put salt on?
They're not they're flavorful for dogs.
Yeah, my dogs love the treats from there.
And those are the best, the maple and bacon cupcakes.
So I
cupcakes.
Kind of cut this little tiny cupcake in spots that I was like, okay, well, here's a little piece for Gracie. Here's a little piece for Charlie. Here's a little piece. And my mom walks in with a cake that's like this big.
There's no
here.
So Jack's 11th birthday is coming up July 3rd. And I know we've got our next episode is going to be all about fireworks and keeping your dog calm. I know, Lorin, are all three afraid of fireworks?
Ollie is not afraid of fireworks. Okay. However, I feel like the longer he's around Gracie and Charlie and they're showing, he's going to pick up on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gracie and Charlie are terrified. I hate fireworks. I know. I understand. Yay, lights in the sky. Meanwhile,
it's coming up though. It's like a week away.
I know.
Like, you're going to have to prepare. So we're going to do a special podcast where we can give you tips and tricks. I've got some tips and tricks only because I did have a dog back in the day, a Great Dane that was afraid of fireworks. And Lorin was over once and we found him in the bathroom, like literally in the bathtub drooling. He was so scared. My current dog is not afraid. So I'm not worried about it, but I know your dogs are. And we've tried a million things together and discussed stuff. So our next podcast, all about keeping your dog calm. And I've got a great tip for you. Oh my God. I've got a tip for Lorin, and she's not tried this before, I do not believe.
So now I'm going to have to wait another week to find out how to keep my dogs calm during. My dogs are scared of thunder. It starts raining and they're cowering.
Yes. I'm going to make Lorin wait like everybody else, and I'll give you the tip that I just discovered. I don't know if it works or not. I haven't tried it, but it's worth a shot if your dog is afraid of fireworks.
Yeah, and I think that's a great topic to have is about fireworks season.
I do too.
I think there's a lot of dogs out there that get very, very anxious. They almost know when it's coming as it gets dark, and even that anticipation sometimes starts their anxiety, even if there isn't thunder or isn't fireworks.
So it doesn't even have to be fireworks. It could be a thunder and lightning storm too. It's all I feel like thunder and lightning and fireworks are kind of the same if you've got a dog afraid of loud noises. So I'm sure all of the tips and tricks could be for thunderstorms too. So we'll look those up. We'll figure them out. We're going to go back to celebrating Charlie's birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthdays. I don't know why we don't have birthday hats on and birthday cakes.
It's Sir Charleston McChew,
Aww.
the Earl of Puppertown.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Charleston. Hey, don't forget, check us out on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube because not only will you get these episodes and be alerted when a new episode comes out, but it's always bonus content. So if you subscribe, just hit the button. Doesn't cost us anything on YouTube, you'll get bonus content, like inside scoop from Lauren's house of crazy with her dogs and mine as well. So follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Down with Dogs podcast. Check us out and listen to us wherever you get your podcast. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Cheers.